Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes, but it's the only thing that I know. When it gets hard, you know it can get hard sometimes. It is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We keep this love in a photograph. We keep these memories for ourselves. When our eyes are never closing, hearts are never broken, and time's forever frozen still. So you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding me close until our eyes meet. You won't ever be alone. Wait for me to come home. Hi guys, this is How to Play Photograph by Ed Sheeran. Beautiful song, and we're going to be basically moving power chord shapes around our fretboard this time. So it's kind of one shape and how to play lots of chords. Let's get you straight in for a close-up, and for more Ed Sheeran songs, make sure you click the links in the description to see which other Ed Sheeran songs I've got filmed for you already. Photograph by Ed Sheeran. So we got some new chords for my channel, at least. I haven't covered many of these type of chords before, and they're essentially chords in the key of E. So when we're in the key of E, we have E, A, B, and C sharp minor. Now, mainly the only way generally people know how to play that is by playing bar chords. So that's a B bar chord, 2nd fret, and C sharp minor like this. However, so we can utilize open strings and get the sound that Ed Sheeran does in this particular songs, but many others like it, especially from the new album like I'm a Mess. We want to be playing the chords like this. Now I'm going to show you these where we're moving this power chord shape essentially up and down the fretboard to give a very authentic sound. Like this. Now, I've seen Ed Sheeran play this a few different ways live, so if this varies to the version that you like of him playing it, and you should check out many of them if you want to be able to play this song well, you know, you're going to see some variations. If you can find the way he does his chord shapes and want to copy that, go for it. But we're going to give you the bare bone principles of this and the correct chord. So we've got an E chord with your first finger at 7th fret on the 5th string, and then we play a power chord shape from there, which looks like this. So I've not got my middle finger down. 1, 3, and 4 are down, and this means we can play all 6 strings. And that would sound like an E chord. Cool, eh? And this means we got freedom to just slide down the fretboard to play a C sharp minor, which would be at 4th fret, but the same power chord shape. And then a B chord at a 2nd fret. Now I've got my thumb very low here on the fretboard to allow me to keep all the thinnest strings ringing out. So we've got 2 bars of each chord, and we're going to play them in a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and. Now this is essentially 8th strumming. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Da, 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 da. But there's an accent on it, and we're palm muting here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. If I just do 1 bar to make it really clear. 1, 2, 3. That's where that pulse are. There's a sweet spot, remember, for this palm muting, so if you're too far this way, it'll mute too much. If too far this way, it doesn't do anything. You need to be right here on the white line. And once you've done that twice, you slide down to your first finger at 4th fret for the C sharp minor. And then we slide to 2nd fret, do the same thing there. And then we can just play an A sus2 is the best way to go, I think, to keep it the same as all the other chords. And then I'll let it ring out at the end of my particular version in my demo at the start of the song. So if we have a recap of that, or just as a demo for you guys to kind of pause the video and have a practice through this. Loving can hurt. Loving can hurt sometimes. But it's a B chord, 4th, 2nd fret, to an A sus2. Let's do that again. 3, 4, E to 4th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then that's the end of our verse. Now they're the only chords in the song, and in this song he basically goes through every common order of these chords. He just switches them around, but the actual order remains the same, an awful lot actually. You know, it just starts from a different chord and goes from there. So for the bridge, or in America we call that a pre-chorus, we keep this love in a phonograph, we keep these memories for ourselves. We got the same thing twice. We got start on the C sharp minor, 4th fret chord, like this, 2, 3, so you guys can see that. Then the A sus2 to an E major, and then to the 2nd fret B chord. And as I say, to change between these chords pretty smoothly, you want to keep as many fingers down as you can. Keep your fingers really close, almost hugging the fretboard as often as possible to get smooth change. If your fingers are lifting off like this all the time, that's the first thing you want to be curing with this rather than trying to build your speed. Just keep your fingers as close and hugging the strings as possible. But let's just go through this again. C sharp minor, we keep this love in an A sus2, E major, we make these memories for ourselves. Same again, C sharp minor to A sus2, and E major to B. And then we've got a very similar order, exactly the same order as that in fact, but we're going to start from the E chord. So you can keep me inside the pocket, B chord, 2nd fret, holding me close to C sharp minor, then to an A sus2. Let it ring out, and let me just repeat that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, inside the pocket of your 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait for me to come home. I'll be talking you through the riff in 1 second, but I just want to make it really clear we have very similar chords in this song. It sounds great on one guitar, but it's essentially the same strumming all the way through, and it's the amount that you mute and do the choice to let any open strings ring out. So if you pick strum all 6 strings and then only mute the thickest couple, you get this great effect of it sounding. Kind of sounds like 2 guitars at once, and it sounds really cool, and I was using that a lot in the video. So each section you got verse, bridge, chorus. Try and do something a little bit different with regards to how much you're muting, but keep the pattern always. Dun, 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 dun. So for the verse, loving can hurt. Very quiet and just sticking to the thicker strings would be my suggestion. And then in the verse, or the bridge, sorry, so the second section, do one big strum and then just stick to the thicker strings. We keep this love in a photograph. We make these memories for ourselves. And then in the chorus, so you can keep me inside the pocket of your ripped jeans, holding you close until our eyes. You know, I kind of dug doing no muting at all, then it let it ring out. And that will get you through this whole song. Remember, follow your chord sheet so that you know what's coming up next, so you know the structure of the song. But that's every part of it. All that's left to do is show you. The little riff. We start off simply on your thinnest E string. We play that. We play with your middle finger the 4th fret of the B string. Now we could play 5, 4, 5 on the E string. Da da da. Kind of sounds like Jurassic World, doesn't it? There's a dinosaur. There's a dinosaur. There it is. There we go. Not going to be able to teach this now. Da da da. Da 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 da. Focus, Andy. So we have open, 4th, open, and then the open B, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 1st fret on the 3rd string with your 1st finger, and then middle finger 4th fret, or 2nd fret of the 4th string. And a lot of this is basically playing an E chord. If you played your E major chord and just played da 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 da, you know, we're playing a lot of notes out of an E chord. These aren't just random frets that sound good together. It's all part of an E chord. One more time, thinnest E string, 4th fret B, open, and then the B, open, 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 2nd, 1st, 2nd. And the tab for that will be in a link in the description below. That's how to play Ed Sheeran and Photograph. So that's how to play Photograph by Ed Sheeran. Make sure you check out any of these other songs or click the links in the description for other Ed Sheeran songs. Some fantastic ones already filmed on there. And you can subscribe down below. I really hope to see you guys again. Take care of yourselves and bye for now.